Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thanks everybody for joining. This will probably only take about half an hour. I know we blocked off a full hour here. We're going to have some questions and answering at the end. So today you're just going to meet your account management team here at eFolder in the Southeast Territory. The agenda is we're going to do a brief introduction. We're going to provide an eFolder update. We're going to give a solutions overview of all eFolder solutions. We're going to talk to you about account management and the resources that you can leverage within eFolder and through your account manager. And then again, we will have some questions and answers at the end. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and we will go ahead and answer those at the very end. So today on the call, we have, my name is Matt Gross. I'm the account manager here at eFolder. And we also have David Goodman, who is the territory manager. David specializes in new business, so if you have a solution that you're not currently using with eFolder, David can engage you and talk to you further about that specific opportunity. We also have Josh Chrisman, our sales engineer, and he'll be able to answer any technical questions that you might have about any eFolder products. Okay, David, do you want to take it over from here on this slide?
I will. So good morning, everybody. Again, my name is David Goodman. I am the territory manager, product specialist. So I look forward to the opportunity to work with each and every one of you if there are other solutions that you're not using that will make sense in your portfolio for you and your customers. eFolder has evolved. You know, Matt is a very modest guy and a great account manager. And as it turns out, he was the first sales individual here at eFolder and one of the first account managers. So you have a seasoned veteran to be working with. So he knows how to get everything done. And if he doesn't, then he knows who to talk to. eFolder has evolved, and most recently, we've had some leadership changes. So our CEO and CTO, Kevin Hoffman, has moved into the CTO role full time, which is very exciting because he is one of the best programmers, or if not the best programmers in our company. So having him focused on the technology 100% of the time, I think is really exciting. And then in the CEO role, we have Matt Nachtrap, who founded LabTech and was at ConnectWise, ran ConnectWise there as well. So he joined us, and Matt brought his chief revenue officer from ConnectWise, Adam Slutskin, over to eFolder. And Adam is a channel veteran. Many of you may have a relationship with him. Adam and our entire executive team pride themselves on being accessible to partners. So reach out to him on LinkedIn. You know, feel free to contact him directly, and they're very accessible. So, and then we've had one of the things that we've done is we've consolidated the technology. So we have eliminated technologies that kind of create noise for us operationally and for partners. So this allows us to focus on a fewer set of products. We really have 4 pillars, I would say, of products here at eFolder, and I'll get into that in a little bit. And then we've had some M&A moves, which have been very exciting. I spent 7 years at SonicWall and saw a lot of the M&A activity that we had there. And what I really like about the M&A strategy here is that all of the technology or organizations we're combining with are backup and disaster recovery solutions. So it's not going to an adjacent market. We use it to enhance our current offering. If you look at Replibit that we acquired last year, about a year and a half ago, that was to add our own BDR solution. So we own that technology, and so we are responsible for We don't have to go to another organization if we need to write an update or make a change or want a particular feature. So that is a plus. And then our recent merger with Axient is extremely exciting because they have some technologies, some IP that we don't have, and that we're going to be able to leverage that in the long term and roll that into our Replicate solution as well. And we are maintaining our 100% channel strategy. So you are our lifeblood, and so if your customers come to us directly, we have no way to fulfill that business. So we need to get that back to you. So given those things, those changes or how eFolder has evolved, this is in response to some of the shifting trends in the marketplace that we're seeing. So what we're seeing is this explosive data growth, and I think everybody would agree. Everybody's on mute, so otherwise I would ask some questions. But data is only getting bigger. Data complexity, data is everywhere, and the governance of data is complex, if not. And then you've got the compliance, legal, and regulatory issues. And these compliance requirements, they apply to your customers, to your business as well. And in many sense, you're much more aware of this than I am. So what we're seeing is the shifting trends in the marketplace, and the workforce trends is the SMBs have many of the same needs as enterprise. So this is evolved too. They may not have the same SLA as getting a system up and running because they're dealing with significantly less revenue impact, but they still need a disaster recovery solution. They still need to be able to get their servers up and running. They still need to have make their content mobile to their users. So mobility has changed, work styles, employee distribution. Matt, Josh, and myself, we all work remotely from our home office. Matt is he is in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Austin, Texas, and Josh is in Ohio. And so we use these solutions, and so we've seen this employee distribution. And then the challenges in terms of securing the corporate data as well. And then, the adoption of, a cloud and software as a service, increases both productivity and stress on you. And so where we see these workforce and data trends converging is where we have focused our strategy in terms of protecting business productivity. So the solution offerings that we have to meet your and your customer needs is business continuity, or BDR solutions. We have cloud recovery of that. We have local recovery of that. We have a cloud-to-cloud backup solution, so that'll give you the ability to do some software as a service data management, as well as data protection. We have file collaboration, which enables mobility and the ability to sync across devices and users. So this is where we come into our 4 pillars here at eFolder. We have our file sync and share. We have our BDR solution. We have our cloud-to-cloud backup, as well as our file backup and recovery, the original eFolder product. So I'm going to start with quickly describing Anchor, and everybody on this call uses at least one of these solutions. So please bear with me as I go through this very quickly. Anchor is our file sync and share. It's a business grade file sync and share, and you know, a lot of partners compare it to Dropbox. However, this has quite a few more additional features in there. It's HIPAA compliant, so we'll sign a BAA agreement with you or your customer. It is Anchor gives you the ability to revision control. So if somebody needs to go to a previous version, you could go to that revision. Or if somebody gets hit with a crypto locker, you could go to a previous version instead of having to pay that ransom. And having spent the bulk of my career in network security, right, it's all about defense in depth. So this is sort of your last line of defense against the crypto lockers. And pretty much every partner I've spoken to since I've been here at eFolder for about a year, a little over a year now, have been affected by crypto lockers. There are a couple of other features in Anchor, and we could go into these in detail. I would welcome the opportunity. You could collaboratively edit documents in the portal, so collaborative web editor, and then you have the ability to back up any folder on a PC or Mac. So basically what happens is I back up my documents, I back up my desktop, and then when I received my new laptop, I just restored that. So I had everything. It was the smoothest transition. So, you know, if you've got data there as well. And it also can make a cloud server, a file server. You could put it into the cloud as well. So remote users don't have to use a VPN license. Replibit, Axient, these are our BDR solutions. Replibit is really the next generation of BDR. This is basically what it allows you to do is you have an appliance-based system. You put an appliance at your customer site and it backs up servers or workstations. And then you have the ability to virtualize locally on that appliance, in addition to replicating that data to our cloud. And then if there's a site-wide disaster, you could spin up a node in our continuity cloud and virtualize it in our cloud and be up and running. And Replibit, really the secret sauce is that it's a chain-free backup technology. And so you've got some built-in sort of security in there in the sense that you don't have to worry about corrupted chains, you don't have to do reseeding. And you know, I could turn it over to Josh in a little bit if you guys have questions about it, and he sees this with partners every day, how Replibit is working very well. Cloud Finder, this is our cloud-to-cloud backup solution. This does, currently, it backs up Office 365, mailboxes, contacts, and calendar. So I had a partner whose customer's Android phone was hacked into at a local restaurant or somewhere, and they deleted all of that individual's contacts. And that was not backed up in the cloud. So basically with Cloud Finder, you could build in a safeguard with that. Additionally, if you've got customers with previous employees and you need to back up a mailbox of an old employee, you can do this with Cloud Finder. And there's some, you know, we could talk about that, and it's very very economical in how you do that, have that ability. And then our file folder backup, our backup solution, this is simply a file folder backup. It'll back up files and folders on servers, on workstations. It will back up open databases as well. So you've got quite a bit of flexibility there if you've got something where you need a non-appliance based server backup solution. So I'm going to transition this back to Matt, and he's going to talk about account management and some of the ideas that we have to maximize your relationship with eFolder. So with that, Matt, let me turn it back over to you.
Yeah, thanks, David. So, you know, one of the biggest things you can do is engaging your account manager is to schedule a quarterly call or even a monthly call if you like. It's totally your preference. I highly encourage you to build your relationship with me and maintain communication. We always love to address situations, technical issues, support issues, billing issues as soon as possible before they become a problem. And you can reach out to me anytime to do that. We can always also schedule technical trainings with our system engineers and technical account reviews where we can do a in-depth dive into your accounts, no matter what product you're using with one of our engineers. They can take a look, make sure you're adhering to best practices, and that's really going to prevent a lot of heartburn, potential heartburn. Also, on quarterly or monthly calls with myself, we can go over updates on new releases, whether it be Anchor, RepLBit, folder file, and also I can always connect you if you're interested in looking at an eFolder solution that you're not currently using. Say right now you're using Anchor, but you'd like to look at RepLBit. I can always coordinate that for you as well. And David is the person that you would talk to for that. Another thing that we highly encourage, and I'm not sure that everybody on this call is aware, but you do, as an eFolder partner, you do get an Anchor NFR for your company. So if you're not already using Anchor within your company, please reach out to me and I can help you out and get you set up with free Anchor NFRs for you and your employees within your company. And of course, we always like for you to leverage eFolder's marketing tools and sign up for our webinars. If you ever have any questions about that, you can reach out to me, and I'm happy to help out with that as well. So, real quick, here's some resources that you can leverage as well, and I'm more than happy to send these slides out to whoever's attending today, so you'll have these links. And I think my email address is pretty easy to remember. It's mgross@efolder.net. Reach out to me if you need any of these links as well. So our support suite, and which also happens to be our knowledge base site, you can use that to submit a new support ticket, to view support tickets, to escalate. You can also email support@efolder.net. The next link is our partner portal. There you'll find some resources, marketing resources, sales resources. And then, if you ever have any billing questions, you can reach our billing team direct by sending an email at billing@efolder.net. And a ticket will actually be created when you send an email there, and it will be tracked by our billing team. If you ever need to schedule one-on-one training, we do one-on-one training for all of our products. So if you're interested in that, if you'd like additional training, if you're already using something and you'd like additional training for your team, you can reach out to me at mgross@efolder.net. And again, I already touched on the NFRs. If you're not already using an Anchor NFR, you can reach out to me, or you can hit that link right there, efolder.net/Anchor NFR. So that concludes the presentation today. I guess now we will check for questions. And again, please feel free to submit any questions into the chat box, and we'd be happy to answer them. We also have Josh, our sales engineer, on the line. It looks like there's no questions right now, but Josh is an SE, so if you have any technical questions about any of the particular solutions, we'd certainly be happy to answer those also. Looks like we're coming up, we're still doing just fine on time, so any questions would be welcome. So it looks like, Amethyst, do we have no questions at all? Okay. And again, thank you everybody for joining. Please feel free to reach out to us. Again, my name is Matt. I'm your account manager. You can email me at mgross@efolder.net, and we can take you back to the slide with our contact info. And David Goodman can talk to you about any eFolder solutions you're currently not using, and his contact info is there as well. So we appreciate your time very much today, and thank you very much for being eFolder partners.